Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Matt, and I just wanted to do a quick update on plumbing. So right now I just wanted to show you my table of plumbing goods that I got going on right now. So these are actually the stock bulkheads that came with the tank. I found out really quickly that the nuts won't even screw on to the threading on these. They're super cheap. The gaskets feel like garbage. You don't really realize this until you get aftermarket bulkheads. These are just ABS, regular Schedule 40 ABS bulkheads from BRS, but significantly better quality. The threading actually works on them. I was able to quickly hand tighten them. Here's one of my bulkheads on my Sump, and it was pretty easy to just hand tighten it down. The threading wasn't an issue at all. I picked up a couple new supplies. So on the left here I've got some PVC cleaner. I picked up this Husky pipe cutter. I find that it squeezes the PVC a little bit, but it definitely cuts right through it and makes clean cuts. This is actually a cut that I made earlier, and you can see that it makes a clean cut, but I don't know, it feels like maybe it expands the diameter just a little bit sometimes. So let's talk about the plumbing that came with the tank again. I made a video earlier that talks about the plumbing a little bit, but basically this is the pump that I've got. This is the DC-5000 by Speedwave. It's a variable DC pump. It's got 6-speed control, and it's a pretty sweet pump. I haven't run a ton of water through it, but I fired it up. It's got a soft start on it, which is kind of cool. It doesn't just like fire right up hard. It's got a soft start on it, so it slowly ramps up, which is kind of cool. So yeah, this has got a barbed valve, or excuse me, a barbed output, which means that I need to use flex tubing to connect to the barb, and then I've got to use an adapter with a barbed fitting to connect to the other short piece of flex tubing there, and then out of this adapter I screw on to this PVC piece. I've actually got that backwards, but you get the point. You screw on to the PVC, and then I can run PVC up from my return, up to here, and then actually up to the bottom of the bulkhead, and you guys get the idea. So I didn't really like the idea of this output on the flex that came with the tank, and I also wasn't quite sure about the quality of it either, so I ended up just getting some new ones, and I got the flare on the end. This is the butt piece that actually goes into that, and it's got the threaded end, which will actually allow it to connect to your plumbing. This is the stock piece that came with the tank. You can hear my dog playing in the background, and she's having a ball, literally. This is a stock piece. I'm probably going to replace this, and obviously there's two pieces here. Come up with a Y, that way I can split it. There's two pieces on the overflow that you can cut out, and I intend to kind of flow on both sides. So that's kind of the quick overview as to what's going on. I've got a bunch of unions, a bunch of ball valves in there, some T's, some 45s, some 90s, and that's probably only half of the fittings that I need. I've got to pick up some primer and some glue, and so this is actually the controller for the DC pump, and you can see there's a feed button which you can push and hold it, I guess, for a couple seconds, and it'll go into feed mode, and it'll actually wind the pump way down for 10 minutes, or maybe even turn it all the way off for 10 minutes. And then obviously you can use the plus and minus to vary the speed, and these little guys are LEDs which indicate flow, and I think this does something like 400 GPH to 1320 GPH. On the left there is just a Cobalt MJ 1200, which actually I intend to use with the canister filter right next to it. This is the BRS Deluxe reactor, which I plan on running GFO and carbon through, and just using the standard plumbing that comes with that. And so I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is kind of my plan, and I apologize for the focus there, but you can kind of get the idea as to what my intention is for the plumbing. Above the return here, right here, this is a little bivalve that I intend on using for water changes. So once I get that implemented, I'll show you. But as I mentioned in another video, if you want to check it out, a guy who's got it implemented and running it now, it's Reef Geek TV. So that's kind of what's going on with the tank. More to come. I'm going to install these bulkheads. Yeah, so check these bulkheads out, right? So nothing fancy here, but the gasket's much thicker. It feels like a real rubber gasket. It doesn't feel dried out. This kind of feels like papery and synthetic, and I don't know, dry. Like maybe it would eventually corrode soon. So these feel much better, and like I mentioned, the threading is much better, and basically all I plan to do is come on over here on my ladder, and if we look down here, we've got the 1-inch hole on the left and the 3/4 inch return on the right, and I'm just gonna pop these guys in like that, and then do the same with the return, and then go underneath and hand tighten it, and then I don't know, probably leave it hand tight until I get some channel locks or something like that. But yeah, looks good. So, alright guys, more to come. Thanks for checking it out. Like it, subscribe it. Oh yeah, by the way, check it out. I put the Sump base mat down there too. So, I gotta clean up the corners a little bit. Obviously, you can't stick a 45 degree in a corner, otherwise you're gonna get some bunch up. I gotta cut out the corner to fit the corner. But yeah, so this is what's going on. Hopefully get some water going soon here. I'm actually, my birthday's coming up here soon, and I think I might have a wood router coming, which is going to help me do the finish trim, which I plan to do with poplar and maple. So stay tuned guys, I can't wait to keep working on this and finally get some water flowing, and we can talk about livestock. And I got an order of 75 pounds of Pucani rock that's curing right now, and hopefully you can hear me over my dog lapping up her water. But yeah, I've got 75 pounds of Pucani rock curing right now, and my heaters just came in, my bulkheads, you got the update on that, so check it out. Subscribe to it, like it, I appreciate it, comment guys on it. Alright, take care, bye.